biggest impact to the industry right now is this, because of that term hybrid keeps coming in, although for an old man like me, that's I think it's always been a hybrid, but never mind, we won't go there. I think it's the thing that's coming across here and has been around for the years is this strong effort in managing services. Even in the engine rooms of satellite operations, you're talking about managing services, and the whole pressure is to manage those services properly, putting tools in place and maybe automation and workflows to do that, to actually make that management of service. That seems to be the key selling part of that cost per bit problem, because the cost per bit, we're never going to get it that low, but people like good service, and you manage that well, that's where it's going to go. That's what I think. Well, it's interesting, obviously, you know, with the title interference in our group. I mean, sadly, of course, that's what I have to deal with. But the good news is, and it's much more of a good news story, is the example, a classic example right now, is the MXDMA technology from NewTek. This is a game changer, not just for us, even in interference, and I'll explain that in a moment. But that is just smart, where it's one box mixes SCPC with burst mode TDMA. This has brought a new dimension to the meaning of VSAT networks. That is a self-managed, simple setup. Let it go, it just does it for you. So the management of, if you like, the satellite transmission chain, or even other routes through IP, but certainly let's think about the satellite. The fact that it just manages what fits best where. The customer just gets on with the service, provides the link, provides the stream, or whatever it is he or she wants to do. And in amongst that, they've even tackled interference. It can even move services away from a rogue carrier without losing them. I mean, I know that's an aside and perhaps an extra, but wow, that's a spin-off that. And the other example I'm going to do is an interference one, but again about is managing services to fix things quicker with the new SatGuard product from Verisat. That product is a game changer. Won the award at 2016 Satellite Show because we now find the problem. Instead of never or years, we're down to 10 minutes. Well, if we're solving rogue terminals out of a 100,000 terminal network in 10 minutes, that game changes that our level agreements, service level agreements, everything must get better. So yes, I'm sorry to use the I word, but the technology, from our group's point of view, as well as generally, manufacturers, the business is actually aware of what it needs to put into products that now help mitigate problems and issues, automate the whole service management part, and of course it's the risk management is being automated, so you're just getting better. I mean, if we're going to manage a lot of services, we need to get better and faster. Well, it's tricky, I suppose, for an interference. We don't think of a market, but I think the real answer to that is that it's actually every market. I don't think there's a boundary what that market is. I mean, let's go back to the word hybrid. The market has always, but you know, think of Inmarsat Global Express, what they're trying to achieve, with even now ad hoc KA going into that, something they've never done before. Everything's being joined, whether you're in a plane or in maritime, in a boat, a ship, a cruise ship, or just a broadband connection, you know. And I mean, we're satellite oriented. I love satellite industry to bits, but you know, it's everything. We need our mobile phones to work. And so I personally don't sort of narrow it down to which market. I think the market is just, we want it all. Not the satellite industry, but the person, you and I, want everything on the mobile phone now. And that means wherever I go, on a cruise ship, sitting in a plane, whatever I do. So that market for anybody, if you're developing anything out there, I mean, develop thinking wide and really good management. Well, yeah, I don't know whether it's a product, but I tell you what I think we need to do. Maybe an aside, but at least it's different. The term big data gets probably misused at the moment. People think that's HTS or something. Well, HTS is great, it's a big pipe, but it's basically bandwidth and speed. When I think of big data, we're already looking at it using the data that's probably out there that we don't know, and then bringing in what is now relatively new but becoming common practice, deep learning algorithms. We, in our business of fixing interference, want to use deep learning algorithms to fix the problem. Now, I think we can apply that same thing to customer bases, getting services to run better, almost knowing what the customer wants before he even realizes what he wants. That saves us bandwidth, that saves us speed, because if you can predict and know what he wants, you can start either uploading. It's a bit like store and forward. That's an old term. Well, that's because I'm old. But you see what I mean? That if we use the data that's probably around us, we don't. So I think it's not so much, it's more the innovative use of that piece, I think, will generate new products again. So you've got managed services now. Yes, getting clever, it's getting good, it's getting slick. Now add the fact you could actually superimpose intelligence into that. Then we're seriously getting close to that moment where maybe bandwidth isn't everything and it's always a bit of a commodity and it's rare. Well, now we use it better and more wisely, so the customer gets what he wants straight away. Outthink the customer.